someone who is an expert in their field. You find out a little more about those topics. On this slide, you can see a few words here that our actors today on stage will explain to us.
I am happy that we are having this Baudic topic today. I always wondered why we worship idols.
Yeah, we'll be explaining about this in the session. How many of you have a favorite toy that you always play with and take wherever you go?
I love camels. That's why I like my camel toy. It's always with me.
This toy doesn't have life. It doesn't talk to you or eat like you. But still, you have developed a liking towards it and you consider it as your best buddy. In the same way, idols help to give a physical form to God so that we can focus our concentration on God and develop a friendship with Him.
Kailash, when you grow older, will you still play with their toys?
No, I don't think so. Because my elder sister does not play with toys anymore.
Exactly. In the same way, worshipping idols is the initial or the first stage in spirituality. But as we all grow higher in spirituality, we may not require a physical object to connect to God.
Kids, did you all bring the grandparents' picture which I asked for?
Yes!
Good. Yajit, can you give me your grandfather's picture? I want to tear it.
How could you do that? It reminds me of his love and the great time we spent together.
Yeah, I can understand. In the same way, idols, they remind us of the great love God has for us. Okay? Therefore, these idols help us to develop a great devotion towards God.
That is a very nice way to explain the reason behind idol worship. But when I go to a temple, my mother says, this is Lord Krishna, this is Lord Shiva, and this is Goddess Saraswati. I always had a doubt why there are so many gods.
That's a good question, Hasini. We will explain it with an example. Kids, what do you see here?
I see balloons there. Why are they here? Can we take them?
Yes, you can take one from them.
I never know it one of these.
Dear children, did you all observe that you have all taken balloons from the different colored stand, whereas the balloons from the other stand are not taken?
Yes!
Kids, can you guess what is common in all these balloons?
The air in the balloon is common.
Correct. Likewise, God is one and one, and He manifests in different forms.
Now this could be easily explained. Just now we all witnessed how little Aruni was demonstrating different forms of God by mudras. That's how God, the ultimate one, the only one, He manifests in different forms. He is omnipotent, all-powerful. So He manifests in different forms so that each one of us can connect to God according to his or her own liking. I am interested to know, what is your favorite God?
My favorite god is Krishna because he's so beautiful and naughty. My favorite god is Lord Hanuman because he's very strong.
Good. So, by the way, what do you like to watch on the television?
I like to watch Wildcats in the television. I like to watch Caillou. I like to watch Tom and Jerry in the television.
See, you all vary in your liking towards God and also in your TV shows. And have you all observed that when people watch particular scene in a movie, some people may cry for a particular scene, whereas others may not be affected by it.
My mother always cries while watching a movie and we all laugh at her.
Yeah, this shows people differ in emotions or feelings.
Kids, Yajit and Kailash, here are some building blocks. Can you make some structures out of it?
Dear kids in the audience, I want your observation because at the end of the session, we'll be having a small quiz. We'll be asking questions and the ones who answer correctly will be receiving prizes. So please have your attention here.
Okay, did you all notice? Both of them had the same kind of toys, but they made different structures out of it. This shows that we differ in our thinking also.
Exactly. So, as you all see in the slide here, we humans, we differ in our liking, feeling and thinking. This was demonstrated just now in the stage. This is noted by our Sanatana Dharma or Hinduism. So our Hinduism is well aware of this psychological aspect of humans, and that's why we have different forms of God.
Kids, in your school, do you all study in a common place and do you have only one teacher?
No, we have different classes for different age groups, different rooms for different activities. Like sport, art and music, we have many teachers.
Okay.
I am in class 3 and my class teacher's name is peforming and I go for sports in the sports hall and my sports teacher's name is Herr Schneider.
See, for different activities you have different rooms and based on each kid's requirement they have to go to a specific teacher. Yeah?
Likewise, divinity, the only one, manifests in different forms to cater to the different needs of people. Do you know what God Ganesha represents?
Lord Ganesha represents intelligence.
Goddess Saraswati?
Goddess Saraswati represents knowledge.
Good. There is a Sanskrit verse called Ekoham Bahusyam, which means one manifested in many. And kids, there are some Indian sweets. You can take one.
So children, you observe that all these sweets differ in the appearance. But is the sweetness same or is it different? Sweetness. It is the same. Do you think so? Yeah, that is a take-home message. So, God is one and He is manifesting in different forms.
Before we enjoy the sweets, let us all pray together that the sweetness is spread across the whole world. Please stand up.
Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu.